All right, Shalom. This is Shalom from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and safety to the elect of Israel, that consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and also you Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations that are joining to us. Shalom to you. And this video is going to be based off of a great awakening. This is what we're actually, of course we're looking forward to this, but it's looking very possible this year. This is January the 2nd, 2020, the year of prophecy. Along with the prophecy, you're going to have destruction. Along with the destruction, you're going to have the persecution of the saints and the 1/3 and the man that's pushing his truth. And along with that, you're going to have others that's going to actually take heed to what we're saying. Because while Esau is trying to demonize us and make us look like we're terrorists and murderers, when he himself is the true terrorist and murderer of the world, the devil, he's making us to look like we're the bad ones when we basically just warning you people of what's about to happen. We're the prophets, according to scripture and according to what's going on in the news today and what's going on around the earth. We prophesy what's about to happen to this place. So, basically by us telling everybody that Esau, the so-called white man, his kingdom is over, it's ending, which is gonna be, it's basically gonna end by World War III, and this place is gonna be blown up. Just by us saying that, Esau make us out to be, terrorists. But anyway, back to the subject. We're hoping and waiting on that great multitude to wake up. And I really think something's big is gonna happen this year, where a lot of people are gonna tune in to this word, and you're gonna be able to see more of the 1/3 turning over to this truth or waking up to this truth. But from there, I want to get real quick. I want to get Isaiah 51 and Isaiah 51 and 17. It says, "Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord, the cup of his fury, which the cup of his fury." Let me start that over. "Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out." So, it's we have drank, we have we had the taste of that cup. Basically basically going all the way back 70 AD when we was taking out our land, when we was ran out of Israel. From there we lost our land, we lost our heritage. We was kidnapped by the Hamites and the the Africans and the Arabs, and basically sold over here as slaves around the world. So along with that came, along with the slavery came, death. Um, Basically, just the I'm not gonna go into it. We already know what happened to our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We was slaughtered, we was beaten, we was raped, robbed, and murdered of our heritage. Our women was raped in front of us, children killed and sold off. That happened to all of us, all of the Israelites. So we have that was that fury, uh, that was that cup that we had to drink of the Lord, because we kept going off. But that caused us to lose who we are, and now it's time for us to wake back up. But like I said, that great awakening is gonna happen real soon, because I'm telling you, something's big is gonna happen this year, where a lot of people are gonna be focused. A lot of eyes are already on the what Esau called us, the black Israelites, the black Hebrew Israelites. We got a lot of eyes on us right now, and it's gonna be the righteous are gonna be watching us as well. And they're gonna hearken until the voice of the Lord. We basically just speaking out of the scriptures. But the time is hopefully that time of I'm just gonna get it. Ezekiel 37 is at hand. Because once the one third is sealed, we already know what's gonna come next. The destruction. We got to go through Jacob's trouble, and then we get the kingdom. But this is Ezekiel 37. It says, verse 1, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. And those bones are Jake, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Because we've lost everything. We lost our knowledge. We lost our heritage. We lost our land. We lost our identity. So the Lord is gonna put that life back into us, where we would know exactly who we are. Okay, this is what I wanted to get. Verse 7, it says, so I prophesied as I was commanded. The Lord is commanding us to do this. The Lord is commanding us to go out to the highways and byways and to prophesy to the people. We have that's really the main reason we do it, because the Lord wants us to do it. We want to get into our we want our kingdom. We want to be on top. You want salvation. We're tired of slaving every day, making rich people richer or more rich. Eating poison, drinking poison. Every time you go outside, it's the sky is full of chemtrails. You can never enjoy a clear blue sky. We're tired of this. We want all this to be over with. This is only benefiting Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Everything that's going on earth is actually killing him off, along with us. But he's the only one, the elect of him, or the elite, I should say, the ones that's basically controlling everything. Everything is done for them. You know, the reason why this earth is so messed up is because of this devil. And it's time for it to stop. It's time for it to end. And it's time for Jacob, you know, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israelites, it's time for us to wake up. Like I said in the beginning, this 2020 year is going to bring a lot of prophecy. It's going to put a lot of eyes on us. Esau is going to try and, you know, put every negative thing on us that he can think of, thinking it's going to destroy this truth. But it's not going to. It's going to actually put more focus on us. As a matter of fact, like I said, it's going to put more focus on this truth instead of destroying it. It says, and that knowing, this is Romans 13:11. You know what? Before I read that, let me go back to something because I was just speaking on this. 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 8 says, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." And you know, that's Esau. Edom is trying to come against this truth, but is actually gonna point the you know, the 1/3 are gonna hear this truth for the first time, and they're gonna hearken into the voice of the Lord. You know, the Lord speaking through us, His prophets. You know, they're gonna take heed to this word. They're gonna come back to who they are, just like the men of Great Millstone. You know, that's in other camps that's pushing the similar doctrine or the same doctrine as us. You know, they're gonna get that wisdom and understanding as well. You know, some of these other camps, they'll tell you that you're a Hebrew Israelite, but they won't tell you the true name of the Lord, which is Yahweh. And His Son name, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, His name is Yahweh Shai. You know, they'll tell you certain things, but they won't tell you the full truth. And the men of Great Millstone, we're known for having a 100% truth, because we do have the 100% truth. But like I was saying, you know, it's nothing that this devil can do against this truth. It's all for the truth, and it's all prophecy. It's all prophesied to happen. And now I want to go back to Romans 13 again, because this thing is going to happen. Yeah, I believe everything is going to happen at a you know, at alarming rate. You know, as far as everything that's all the prophecies that's going to take place this year. You might as well say World War III is here. You know, United States and Iran is fighting now because of the embassy attacks. China, Iran, and Russia is gearing up. You know, basically having military drills with each other. Then you have India. I forgot who India was beefing with, but you got Israel beefing with everybody. It's just everybody against everybody right now. And the fingers are being pointed at the United States of America, which is Babylon the Great, and also those nuclear missiles are being pointed here. But like I said, everything is speeding up. 2020 is going to be a spectacular year as far as prophecy, and hopefully, you know, it bring in the 1/3. But this is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. I was going to read before. It says, "And knowing that the time, that now it is nigh time, I'm gonna start over. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is not time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. That's right. Let's get away from this darkness, which is, all this witchcraft being pushed all over this place. This bad music, these holidays, this disgusting food, these fast food restaurants. It's just a gang of stuff that everything that's going on. It's a whole lot of stuff that you would actually this truth would actually turn you away from. It helps you mentally, physically, and spiritually. You can cope better with day-to-day life knowing that, this is just temporarily. You're never going to retire. You're never going to grow old and, you know, and retire here. This place is finished. That American dream, you can just hang it up. There's no such thing as an American dream, especially if you're an Israelite. It says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put the armor of light. Put on the armor of light, and the armor of light is this wisdom and this knowledge of these scriptures. First of all, getting the correct name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. And also believing in that name, praying to that name, going into the scriptures. Getting that understanding. Hey, that's what the time is for. It's gonna be a lot more people coming into this thing this year. So that's pretty much I wanted to go over. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I hope this video was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and safety to the elect of Israel. Shalom.